Since the creation of the United Nations, the world's peoples have aspired to make progress on global issues of peace and security, freedom and development, and the environment. The term sustainable development rose to significance after it was first used in the Brundtland Report in 1987. At the time, limited scientific input was provided to political processes, and UN conferences were mostly dominated by politicians. This changed at the turn of the new century, when sustainability science emerged as a new interdisciplinary and unified endeavor. This trend was also reinforced at the largest conference ever convened by the United Nations, the UN Conference on Sustainable Development, or Rio+20, held in 2012 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The political outcome of the Rio+20 conference called for the making of a global sustainable development report, a report that could look at sustainable development through a scientific lens and provide a bridge between sustainability science and global decision-making. The Global Sustainable Development Report aims at becoming a truly global report in bringing together a wide array of sustainability knowledge of particular importance to decision makers, strengthening the dialogue between these two communities. In September 2000, world leaders came together and adopted the Millennium Declaration, committing their nations to a series of time-bound goals and targets to eradicate extreme poverty by 2015. These goals and targets, known as the Millennium Development Goals, the MDGs, are considered the most successful global anti-poverty push in history. With the deadline of the MDGs fast approaching, world leaders are looking for a new, ambitious, inclusive, and long-term sustainability agenda to guide global development efforts beyond 2015. An agenda that balances the three dimensions of sustainable development: economic growth, social protection, and environmental sustainability. Shortly after the Rio+20 conference, an intergovernmental open-ended working group was formed to make a proposal for the successor of the MDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. In July 2014, after an inclusive and broad consultation process, the group proposed 17 goals and associated time-bound targets. The Sustainable Development Goals cover a broad range of issues, aiming at galvanizing global actions towards fighting extreme poverty and hunger, improving health and education, making cities more sustainable, combat climate change, and protecting oceans and forests. Global actions that will bring us closer to the sustainable future we all want.